Okay, look, it's Mike Messier. About a week ago, I put up a video about me canceling the WWE Network to support WWE women. Basically making a point that the WWE should not be doing business in a country that does not allow their full roster, meaning the women's roster, to compete in Saudi Arabia. Well, a lot of people said, hey, it's only one show, it's no big deal. They signed a 10-year contract. WWE signed a 10-year contract to do shows in Saudi Arabia. So it's not just one show, okay? The other point people made is cultural differences, okay? What if the cultural differences was slavery based on ethnicity? What if the cultural difference was choose your disgusting thing, okay? Child enslavement. What if those are the cultural differences? How come when it's women being subjugated in the country in general, their own population, women aren't even allowed to buy tickets to this show on their own? They have to sit in the family section. They can't even, a single woman can't go to the wrestling match in Saudi Arabia. So, you know, are you going to tolerate as fans or supporting a company that does business with that? Where's Stephanie McMahon going to sit? I'm sure that she'll be the exception, and they'll probably write her off as being a diplomat or some type of, well, she's the American wrestling princess. They'll validate it somehow so that Stephanie can sit wherever she wants. But as far as the rest of the women, they won't. The women wrestlers won't be able to be on this show, and so forth. The bottom line is this. A lot of people that have commented have said, well, I don't like it either, but there's nothing we can do. We're just fans. It's your money. It's your $10 a month, your $9.99 a month, the t-shirts that you're buying, the shows, your time that you're spending watching this company, my time too, that we're all worrying about this company that doesn't even worry about what's morally right or what's best for business. What's best for business is to take this Saudi Arabian prince's money. So I guess I get a little disturbed and upset when people want to just say they're just trying to make money. They're just trying to make money. And it doesn't affect the women's revolution. It totally diminishes the women's revolution. My biggest problem, I have a lot of problems, but one of the problems I have with other fans is that they seem to think that it doesn't matter, that these things are out of their control, meaning the fans, and that they have no say. You have a say. Every time you pay that $10 a month, or you get a prepaid ticket, or you buy a ticket to SmackDown or Raw, or any house show, or any t-shirt of any wrestler, or any action figure, or these Barbie dolls that they make of the women wrestlers now, I guess. Anytime you purchase stuff from the WWE, or allow them to come across your world, or invest your time into watching their programming, or the Twitter feeds, or whatever, you're putting money into their pocket. And if their pockets are putting money and taking money from the Saudi Arabian sexist government, yes, you're a part of the fucking problem, fans. So I guess I get a little sick of this lack of empowerment that other fans seem to have on their own decisions, their own life. And look, I get it. Guess why? I'm addicted to pro wrestling too. And it's an addiction. It's an addiction to be a wrestling fan. Let's not make it anything else than it is. It's the same thing as people, like most people who are addicted to corn syrup and sugar in their food. Most people are addicted to salt to some degree, or addicted to chocolate, alcohol, whatever it is. Wrestling's an addiction. And if you get to that point where you say, oh, holy shit, this company, the WWE, that put all these other territories out of business in the 80s, basically made a monopoly, and any other business that comes along and tries to do a decent wrestling show hasn't had much luck. And maybe New Japan with, the best basketball guy will do better now. Mark Cuban, we'll see. But for the most part, if you're a WWE fan and you know that it's wrong for women to be subjugated and mistreated, yet you're still supporting the network, you're still supporting the WWE as they do business in Saudi Arabia, guess what? You're part of the problem. So, it perplexes me, or it doesn't perplex me, it disgusts me, and it disappoints me when other fans who are full-grown adults don't see that their own actions have consequences for the world. we're all fucking sinners. We all fall short. We're all not living up to our greatest potential. God knows I'm not. But stop feeling and stop expressing so openly that there's nothing you can do about it, nothing you can do to stop it. Your opinion doesn't matter. They being WWE, pronouns pal, just prove that your opinion does matter by changing the name of the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal to a very vague and ambiguous Women's Battle Royal. So in some ways, they are listening. My personal opinion is that the fans who made a big uproar about this Moolah Battle Royal, that's all they got. That's all they can handle is their own little stratosphere of Moolah apparently was an abusive woman and prostituted these other women, but in a modern context of this situation in Saudi Arabia of non-wrestling women being abused, mistreated, subjugated, and women's wrestlers not being allowed to perform, that's too big of an issue. That's too big of an issue for you wrestling fans. Like, you don't want to take on world events. You don't want to bring politics into your wrestling. What I'm telling you, I am the messenger, the informant, that politics and wrestling are already mixed because of the McMahons, because they have $6 million invested into Donald Trump. Okay, was it 6 million or 600 million? I think it was just 6 million. I don't want to be misquoted. But look into the numbers of the amount of money that they put into the Trump campaign. And now Linda McMahon has a seat on Trump's board, or whatever the fuck it's called. So when you say, don't mess wrestling with politics, so why do you have to talk politics? I'm just the messenger. They're doing it. And by allowing it with your money, if you're for Trump, then you should actually enjoy this. This should be fine for you. But if you're against Trump, then it's your money as a non-Trump person or someone who doesn't like Trump. But you're supporting the company that does business with Trump on a daily basis and has Linda McMahon on the board of directors. And and Trump is doing business apparently with the Saudi Arabians. And a woman nicely on one of the Facebook groups raised the point, Mike, why are you so upset about these women wrestlers? What about the civilians that are being killed in Saudi Arabia? And I said, I don't know the whole story, so please inform me. And she did. She shared with me the information of the Saudi Arabians. And I hate to mispronounce words. But the people that are in great conflict, obviously with Saudi Arabia, the hierarchy. So I'm not a worldwide political genius or a strategist. And I love how people, I don't love sarcasm. I don't love how people somehow put me in this category of, oh, you're a cultural bully, or you're trying to dictate other people's cultures. The culture is misogynistic and it's brutal towards women. They have to cover up with these scarves and they don't have full rights as human beings. So why shouldn't we speak up? Why not? Watch the Sun City, 1985. Musical artists against Sun City. Little Steven from Bruce Springsteen's band and several rappers, I want to say Run DMC and other people, took a stand in 1985 against Sun City, apartheid in South Africa. What they did then is what the WWE could and should, and what the fans, more importantly, can think about now. Because change can happen, but you have to take responsibility for being part of that change. You can't just, Twitter away about Daniel Bryan making a comeback. Like, that fucking matters, okay? It matters to him, and he's a great wrestler and entertainer. But you're talking about human rights. Daniel Bryan and his neck are going to be fine. Okay, the Bellas and John Cena, they're all going to be fine. The Undertaker wrestling a match at age 53 is going to be fine. The human rights of these civilians are, I guess, a little more important than whether Undertaker wrestles another match or which match goes last, Roman Reigns versus Brock or, Nakamura versus AJ. It's a little more important. So for wrestling fans, guess what? You're not just a wrestling fan, you're a human fucking being, a world citizen involved in world events, whether you like it or not. So just take a little more accountability for your life. Take a lot more accountability for your life and how you and your money and your decisions, whether it's just $10 a month or $20 t-shirts or a $35 ticket, or if you're going to WrestleMania, think about where your money's going and what it supports. That's all I'm trying to tell you to do. And if that somehow offends you, that I'm asking wrestling fans to actually have a brain in their fucking head, that's your fucking problem. Mike Messier, grow up.